Up with KREM begins now.
Here we go. Monday morning, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Nicole Hernandez. We do want to talk about weather right away because meteorologist Thomas Patrick is not here today, so I'm taking over.
He would do that too.
I know, right? I feel like it's always on the busy days, right? But seriously, we already have active weather moving its way through our region right now. We have rain and snow that is moving its way slowly out of North Idaho this morning. You can see here the last of it has moved its way out of the Palouse area, and now most of that rain in North Idaho is centered kind of north of I-90, in between that and Sandpoint. Sandpoint, our biggest city right now that's getting the bulk of the rain and snow up in the mountains. As this moves out, it is not the end of our rain for today. We end up seeing more rain move its way in later this morning. So this is about 11 a.m. You can see basically the entirety of eastern Washington and North Idaho under a band of rain, and then some of our mountains getting some snowfall as well. That continues through Monday, and then we start to get a break. As the rain dies down, the wind picks up. Because of that wind, we are actually under a weather impact alert for today. Wind gusts upwards of 55 miles per hour. We'll talk more about when this is and how long it lasts coming up.
Here's a live look at the traffic impact this morning from I-90 in Havana. We're off to a great start here on this Monday morning. No traffic problems to report to you. It looks like traffic volume's picking up just a tad compared to the last hour, but overall smooth sailing here on this Monday. We'll keep a close eye on traffic throughout the morning. On Up with KREM, we bring you weather and traffic together every 30 minutes. 6:02 this morning, school is back in session for students in the Moses Lake School District after the Education Association and the district finally reached an agreement.
Now, the association still needs to ratify the agreement, and we won't know what the deal is that they reached until that happens. It would then go to the school board for their approval next week on December 18th. Now, remember, students have been out of school for 2 weeks, 1 week for Thanksgiving break and 1 week because of this strike. They will have to make up the school days they missed from the strike at the end of the school year.
New from over the weekend, a 63-year-old man is dead after the driver of the car he was riding in crossed the center line and crashed into a school bus. So this happened on Saturday morning along Highway 97, just 4 miles south of Chelan. The driver of the car was life-flighted to Harborview. The school bus involved was full of student wrestlers from Cascade High School in Leavenworth. They were on their way to a tournament. The district says their coach cared for all the students until first responders arrived. The bus driver was hurt and taken to a hospital. The students were evaluated and are doing okay.
New this morning, Riverside State Park added more accessibility for people to enjoy the outdoors. It's kind of cool. The Washington State Parks and Recreation Commission said Riverside State Park now has one of these. It's an action track chair. People who use mobility devices can sign up to use this all-terrain motorized chair. There will be 2 time slots available Monday through Friday. And to book a time, all you have to do is call the parks office. Well, for the second straight year, Washington State University is looking for a new head football coach.
The school saying over the weekend they have launched a national search to find Jimmy Rogers' replacement. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones following this for us from the newsroom. So, Brandon, this is a position the school is really all too familiar with. Can you tell us more about what the next steps are? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim, Nicole. Well, the next steps in the immediate future is another bowl game where the student athletes are competing without an official head coach. It was the exact same situation when Jake Dicker left for Wake Forest last season. It'll be the same when the Cougs travel to Boise for their bowl game this season. As for Jimmy Rogers, he's off to Iowa State. He went 6-6 in his lone season with the Cougs and lasted in Pullman for less than a full calendar year. He did release a statement over the weekend saying in part this was never his intention. Rogers will have his introductory press conference with the Cyclones this morning at 8 a.m. We'll listen in and see what else he has to say. School President Elizabeth Cantwell also released a statement this weekend addressing Coug Nation, asking for their support and to show up for the players during this upcoming game. She posted this video about the Rogers departure.
We have to be all about our future. I am eyes forward, and I know you all are ready to be with me. I do need your help. Join me as we rise. Coug Nation, you've been stepping up. You know to keep rising, we need to step up even more. So now we need all of you to cheer, to invest, and to stay focused on moving forward.
So the Cougs will play Utah State on December 22nd in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise. They're expected to be led by interim head coach Jesse Bobbitt. Overnight, Bobbitt was announced as a coach following Rogers to ISU. Again, at this point, he's expected to coach the bowl game, but we're still working to find out if that's going to be the case. This bowl matchup will also serve as a preview of a future Pac-12 matchup, as Utah State is expected to join the conference next season. In the newsroom, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Well, being a teenager is difficult enough, but being one without a place to call home is even harder.
More than 1,300 students in Spokane Public Schools are experiencing housing insecurity. To help those students, the district is asking the community for help through their HEART program. The program helps students with nearly everything from financial aid forms to even essentials like shoes.
When you are an unaccompanied youth like Winter, you don't have an adult that's readily available to do those things. It's really important for us to be able to, during that holiday season, to let kids know that they are cared for and that the community is really thinking of them.
The HEART program is hoping to be able to give gift cards to students. If you're interested in donating, they say you can drop off a gift card at any Spokane Public School, or you can donate online. We do have a link on our website, krem.com, with more information.
A really cool live look this morning of the Christmas tree out in Coeur d'Alene, lit up with a giant star on top. That's the most Christmassy we feel, because other than that, our temperatures don't really feel like Christmas or winter right now. Here in Spokane, we're at 41 degrees, and that's as low as we've been overnight so far. We might drop another degree or so since the sun doesn't come up for a bit, but still, that is significantly above average for this time of year. As we look forward to the rest of the day, we're going to continue warming up and stay quite above average. 50 degrees is that high temperature projected for Spokane. Our normal high temperature this time of year is 35, so way warmer, way more like fall than we are like winter at this point. We get rain today because of how warm we are. It's going to be rain instead of snow, and then after the rain, we see winds. Those winds are going to start picking up lightly through the day, so you'll notice that, and then they get more intense this evening, which we'll talk about more later.